Chad, do you remember about 2 weeks ago when the Carmelo Anthony drama got brought up on stream and I basically said this is kind of a lot and I'm not going to talk about it for now? But I also said, and remember I said this 2 weeks ago, but I have a feeling Shu will make a video about it. And if she does react to it, I mean, if she does make it, I'll react to it. Well, I was right. Guess what? Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to watch it, like I promised. Don't glow too hard. Yeah. Yeah, chat, chill. Alright, I'm ready. Wow! Oops. Alright. He was white! He deserved it! Oh, God.
Wake up, maggot! It's time for your annual race war! Oh, you didn't want to be in a race war? Well, too bad. You're in one! Your skin color is your uniform, soldier. Black people on this side, white people on this side, Italians...
What if you're mixed?
We'll figure it out later. Attention! Which one of you lily lickers mixed the white Monster Energy with the Kool-Aid pineapples? How many times do I have to tell you? No mixing. Now get suited up, soldier. You're heading into your first battle. The comment section of a Nick Fuentes Instagram reel.
Oh,
Godspeed.
Oh, I'm gonna explode chat. Ah, jeez.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of I am your host, Seanhead. You may know me as Timu Boxy, or perhaps the woman who footmogged Hassan Piker. Thank you. I know a few of you have come here from that last video, so hello, new friends, and old friends, please say hello to the new friends.
Hello.
Do not scare them away. One of the biggest things that happened when I was gone was the conclusion to the Carmelo Anthony trial. Now, for those of you who are unaware, for those of you who have no idea what has been going on, don't worry about it, kid. No, but what happened was last year during a Texas high school track meet, Carmelo Anthony, a 19-year-old student, and Austin Metcalf, a 17-year-old student, got into a heated dispute after Carmelo entered Austin's tent, which was like a rivalry school's tent. An argument followed, and then allegedly Carmelo said, "Touch me and see what happens." And so Austin shoved him, and Carmelo pulled a knife out, and yeah, Austin then passed away in his brother's arms. Court argued that use of force with a knife was completely unjustified, that a single shove did not justify a deadly response. During the trial, jurors listened to witnesses' accounts of the events, reviewed video evidence, and after a few days, the jury found Carmelo Anthony guilty, and he was sentenced to 35 years in prison.
As expected! If we lived in a normal, well-adjusted, non-mentally ill, open-air asylum, that would have been the end of it. But of course! No, chat! No, of course it wasn't! No, silly me! Absolutely, of course not, chat. This is a race war now. Don't even think for a minute. Don't even think for a second that this is the correct and expected outcome. You are now a racist. Like, I feel like we don't talk about this enough, but one of, like, the biggest side effects of politics becoming so mainstream as a result of social media being at, like, everyone's fingertips via your phone that you can just pull out at any time is that every single happening becomes so insanely politicized that it affects and infects the entire fucking population with brain rot, and nobody can look at it like objectively. Like, I'm so fucking tired of hearing about every single controversy because it will inevitably be used as a virtue signaling political bludgeon to beat your ideological opponents with over the fucking head. But alas, here we are, Race War 6769. Fuck!
And everyone accepted that outcome because they understand how the law works and they respect our justice system. Haha.
Oh boy. Jesus, man.
Only good cracker is a dead cracker.
What?
Only good cracker is a dead cracker.
What?
I don't have an opinion.
I beg your pardon?
I don't have an opinion here.
These kinds of face-to-face, emotion-rising, shouting matches really do no good.
In this video, we are going to...
Chat, this is just blatant racism. We're gonna watch an entire 30-minute video about this, but I'll just make my opinion crystal clear from the start, okay? If the roles were reversed and this was a white kid that stabbed a black kid under the exact same circumstances, I would say lock his ass up, throw away the key, he should get life, and maybe depending on your state, the firing squad, of course. Like, you know, like, I don't want to live in a society where we give slaps on the wrist to murderers. I don't want to go to sleep at night knowing that some psychopath that's willing to kill you over a verbal disagreement is free to wander around, and I could get unlucky and cross their path, look at them the wrong way, or someone I care about could cross their path. Like, this is what normal people think. That is like the socially and morally correct opinion to have. Like, if you're actively outspoken against it, and the only reason you have is because of their skin color, you're a racist. It's really not hard to understand. These people just don't like white people. I know.
To discuss the insane reactions to the Carmelo Anthony trial, read some tweets, watch some TikToks, as well as debunk a bunch of misinformation because I am just tired of seeing the same ridiculous regurgitated talking points repeated ad nauseum by hundreds.
I love that she's doing it for me, man.
Thousands of people just believing it as gospel, hyping themselves up into a race war. No, I am not kidding. That is how bad it is getting. Growing up, I was always told not to judge people based on their appearance, that it didn't matter what gender you were, what your sexuality was, didn't matter if you were short or tall or fat or thin. I was always told that skin color was not important, and it's not. But you know what is important? Your skin's health. So before we get into the video, let's quickly give a shout out to today's sponsor,
little ad.
Henson Shaving.
Oh my god.
Have you ever wondered what shaving cream is actually doing to your skin? It's fluffy, it's airy, it looks like it's protecting your skin. But the main ingredient in most of these cans is actually a propellant. That's what makes it foam up. But the foam is mostly just volume, not function. And the thing that matters when you shave is glide, not volume. There's actually a clinical study that measured the skin irritation after shaving, and it showed that regular shaving foam actually causes more irritation than just shaving with water alone. Not just slightly more, measurably more. Aftershave bombs are also doing something similar. You put them on, you get the little cooling tingle, and you're like, that means it's working. Wrong! That tingle is just menthol activating cold receptors in your skin. It doesn't actually reduce inflammation.
You shave your beard? No, I just like playing with it. I remember when I was a kid, I would play with my dad's shaving cream and he'd get really mad at me. It just feels nice! He would get really upset because it foams, you know, it's expensive.
Or heal anything. It does nothing. A lot of guys end up treating the feeling of irritation rather than the irritation itself. Shaving is one of the most aggressive things men do to their skin on a daily basis. The blade passes over the same spot multiple times, stripping off the top layer of your skin, and then your skin is exposed and then loses all its moisture. But men just like rinse off and call it a day.
Like
so you got a shaving product that's mostly air, an aftershave that's mostly sensation, and a window between that nobody's addressing. And that's where Henson's 3-step routine comes into play. Step 1, the cleanser. Clears your skin of debris and softens the hair for a smoother shave, followed by a shaving cream that skips the propellants and reduces the friction between the blade and your skin, the thing shaving cream is supposed to do. And once you're done shaving, their post-shave balm helps hydrate and restore your skin's natural moisture barrier, supporting real recovery, instead of just signaling to your silly brain that, ooh, something soothing is happening. So if you want a shaving routine that actually leaves your skin better off and doesn't just feel like it's doing that, check out Henson's 3-step shaving kit. Just head over to hensonshaving.com/June and use code June at checkout after adding your kit to the cart to get free shipping on your order.
Month, huh?
I know a lot of men just ignore skincare, and trust me, as someone who is going to be a dermatologist, men think they're not aging until one day they wake up and they're their dad. Take care of your skin. This is a great start, and your skin will thank you for it. Big thanks to Henson for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad.
I didn't.
Now, let's get back to the video.
Because her name's June.
So let's not waste any more time and get straight into this, shall we? They found him guilty so fast right before Juneteenth. These folks playing in our faces.
Juneteenth wasn't even a thing until like a couple of years ago. Some people don't even know it's a thing, man. I don't think they purposefully did that, bro, but okay.
Carmelo's only crime was not allowing himself to get beat down by a white man. Carmelo will get out of prison. That boy ain't getting out of the grave. If he kept his hands to himself, he'd still be enjoying his white privilege today. White people are not victims of racism. You can't be a victim of a system you created. Hey, 23-year-old white guy who can't find a job and still lives with your parents. Did you know you created the entire system we're in right now, and therefore it's totally acceptable to hate you and be racist towards you? This is the same stupid shit they say to men, like, oh, you created the patriarchy. Like, who the f are you talking about? Joe Schmo working at Chipotle didn't create shit. The system isn't benefiting white people at all. It's not benefiting anyone except the rich and powerful. The racism equals prejudice plus power bullshit really one-shotted these people, huh? Only a black child can be minding their business, get ambushed, bullied, and pushed around and become the aggressor for protection.
But that's not what happened. Child, what?
Himself. But he was quite literally not minding his own business. He was in a rival's team tent and was asked to leave like a dozen times. Witnesses say he started escalating it into a fight and then stabbed someone in the fucking heart. That's not minding your business.
They'll say whatever they have to paint him as a victim. Like, that's the entire playbook. It's been the playbook for like 20 years. Like, on Reddit, on Twitter, on social media, in the news, they have one play: victimhood. That and gaslighting, but those two things kind of go hand in hand. So, like, because they have to gaslight to make you believe that he was a victim. They've always done this because it's effective, and only in the last few years have people finally decided that they're not going to listen anymore, and people are getting upset.
Why did they hire that horrible lawyer? Had to be the worst defense in history. Absolutely no reason Carmelo shouldn't have testified. We gotta do better with who we hire to represent us. Plenty of black lawyers in Texas. His family raised like $1 million on GoFundMe and then blew it all on a new house and a fucking Cadillac. So then they had to get a public defender. That baby was—
Is that actually what happened? I didn't even know that.
Sentenced to—
Yeah, you didn't know that, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so tapped out of it, and I'm glad that she's going over it one by one.
35 years? I love the community note. That murderer was sentenced to 35 years. Black people, please carry more than a pocket knife. Get their asses before they can get you.
What?
What the hell do you mean, get their asses before they can get you? That's literally what Carmelo did. He got Austin's ass.
Yeah.
He killed him.
What else do you want?
Are they acting like Carmelo was the one who died? 35 years on your first offense is over sentencing. Yeah, there has to be a retrial. This is blatant injustice. First offense:
murdering someone.
And the offense in question is murder. Your Honor—
yeah, no, guys. Yeah.
Was only his first murder. 35 years ago.
They need a second and third murder to get to the 35.
Go killing a Nazi got you a Purple Heart, but now that a German American is president, it gets you a life sentence. All white people deserve no mercy.
Notice the verbiage, too. All white people. Again, this is just blatant racism. Like, I would never in my life paint an entire group because of the actions of a few. Like, completely foreign concept to some people, apparently. And the worst part is you'll have these self-hating white shit libs running defense for this because the only thing they know is, like, the fucking victim Olympics. If there's, like, any sort of confrontation at all, and there's, like, a white person and a black person involved, they already know whose side they're on. You could sit down and explain to them, beat them over the head with logic and facts for hours, but you might as well just have to blindfold them and plug their ears because it doesn't matter. Like, race is all that matters. It's so sad, in my opinion.
No mercy. Now Austin Metcalf, a 17-year-old, is a Nazi because he was white. Also 35 years—
Well, you're just assuming shit, right? Like, all whites are Nazis? Huh?
Does this dude think World War II was in 1991? Black Americans,
probably.
Arm yourselves. This country is officially a terrorist state of white supremacists. You
can't stab people no matter what and kill them. What, you want people to just get stabbed everywhere? Yeah, you want anarchy? Okay.
No reason to abide by or follow
weird.
any more laws in this country. Law enforcement and these politicians are all terrorists. Let it all fall.
What?
Time for judgment.
Just
as I suspected. Schizophrenia. I recommend logging the f off. Do
Meds,
these people just live
meds, take
in a
your meds.
completely different reality? A guy gets put in prison for murder, and they're like, wow, what's the point of even following the law anymore? Having a black son gotta be the tops of fears.
No, having a murderous person as your kid is one of the top fears. Yes. I don't know, man. I'm so lost. I'm lost in the sauce chat.
I'm going insane. It was the white son that was murdered. Why are they acting like the black son was murdered? Why are you scared of having a black son in this context? Oh, I'm so scared my son will stab someone and go to jail one day. Like, what?
That sounds so racist.
What? It's only self-defense when a black kid dies. Literally, multiple witnesses, including black witnesses, including Carmelo's own friends, said that Carmelo was the aggressor in the situation. Also, just in general, murder is not the acceptable punishment for a shove.
By the way, a shove at a high school track meet, by the way. Not downtown, not in the ghetto, not in the mall, not in the street, at a high school track meet on high school grounds. Like, do you have to send your kids to school in a fucking chainmail vest like it's the 1600s? Like, we really don't have to live like this. We could just say murder is bad, regardless of race, and be done with it. But no.
A push. That's not how that works. 50,000 likes on that bullshit, by the way. 50,000 people saw that and were like, hell yeah. Black kids are the only kids who can't afford to make mistakes without dire consequences. Your Honor.
The mistake of stabbing someone to death? What? These people can't be real, man. I'm gonna. This is exactly why I didn't fucking talk about it until shooting. I couldn't do this. I would lose my mind.
It was a mistake. My client did a little oopsie poopsie, a little fucky wucky ooh woo, if you will. Black people are held to a higher standard than every other race. We are expected to be perfect, while others are given grace, excuses, and— Hey, stop. What? Just a reminder that this is all in context of the Carmelo Anthony situation. So the held to a higher standard, in this case, the higher standard of do not stab people. I'm sorry, okay. Go on. One mistake by a black person gets used to judge an entire community. Oops, I fell and my knife accidentally stabbed your heart.
Austin fell onto Carmelo's knife. Trying to attack him because the knife is 3.5 inches.
It's only 3.5 inches, chat.
Cut was only 2.
I'm crashing out. I'm crashing the f out. What? Please let the next one be somewhat rational. Y'all gentlemen are so fucking dumb. Y'all really thought that he was gonna get away with stabbing that kid to death. I can tell a lot of you were raised by hoes. Finally, a normal, sane person. A strong black father tells you early that you can't get away with the same shit whites.
God. Fuck, we were so close!
Do. Oh, god damn it. Had me in the first half. When do white people get away with What is this? Where do these people live? Earth 2! Culture. When you get called for jury duty, do that shit. Make sure you do your part in serving justice. Every black defendant in every court everywhere is Carmelo Anthony. Every black defendant in every court everywhere is Carmelo Anthony. Every black defendant in every court case everywhere is a murderer. Are you sure that's what you want to go with? I love how he's basically like, go do jury duty so you can go blindly support any black person regardless of what they did. What the like, I don't support every white person. Some of you are dumb.
It's because they're racist. Like, they don't care what the situation is. They don't care what happened. They don't care about the consequences or any of that shit. All they care about is hating white people. And the worst part is that these absolute psychopaths have their dog shit opinions elevated to the top of social media. We saw it with the 50K likes, right? And you just end up creating infinitely fucking more racism. I swear to God, I'm not even joking. We were better off as a society 40 years ago, and it's not even close. I wasn't even alive then, obviously, but there's just no way we're better off today when millions of people read the most unhinged, crater in head opinion from your local crack addict who's dumpster diving behind Wendy's and shooting up heroin. Because guess what? That guy has a 2026. That's right. This guy has a smartphone. He's on Twitter, schizo posting, and millions of people see it because of opinion is. Except now that post gets 50,000 fucking likes. God, what a fucking timeline we live in. At least back then, you just didn't have to listen to it. You just be like walking along, and he's like, the president, It's like, oh, okay, you know, I'll just keep walking. I'll just not make eye contact.
Wild is, this wasn't even like a cop kills black guy thing where, like, there might be some debate about, like, police brutality and over-policing and things like that. No. This was just straight up a black kid stabbed a white kid. And they're losing their minds because he's going to prison over it. Fascinating.
Carmelo Anthony had been white, not only would he have not been convicted, there'd have never been charges. The only reason Carmelo Anthony was convicted was because we are a broken, fucking bigoted country, and Carmelo Anthony was black.
What?
What did I tell you? What did I just say, chat? These white shit libs will run defense for this because all they know is the victim Olympics. It doesn't matter if you give them a 10-hour lecture or blindfold them. The result will be the same every time. Always, always, always. They take the side of the person who's non-white, no matter what. And don't forget, they vote. Their vote counts as much as yours and mine. This is their value system. Skin color. That's it. There's nothing else. The more victim, the better. Black, gay, disabled, trans, 30 mental illnesses, you're basically God to them at that point. You're put up on a pedestal. The totem pole is up there.
Wow, thanks for the input, gay Colonel Sanders. I fucking hate
gay Colonel Sanders.
The Yellowstone Hickler bit.
Me.
Oh, I'm a big tough country cowboy. Y'all better not say damn slurs around here. Yeehaw! Wow, just freaking wow. Disgusting. This is not justice. This is trying to make an example.
Oh my god, and we're listening to fucking Cardi B who shakes her ass and jiggles her fucking titties in music videos about fucking... Oh my fucking god, get me off this fucking planet already.
Dear white people,
get to
don't
Earth
let this
2,
verdict fool you.
Boogaloo.
You'll still get fucked up playing them Austin games.
Who listens to Cardi B for political opinions? Yeah. Cardi B, no, definitely not as saying. Yeah, didn't she go to court over that or something? I don't know if she got, like, actually convicted for that, but whatever. I don't know.
Don't let this verdict of a guy who stabbed someone fool you. You're still gonna get stabbed.
Huh?
What? Strong suspicion that a lot of pro-Carmelo stuff I see here is some psyop.
Oh my god.
Bro. This is what I tried to tell myself for like 6 years about the online left. It's all a CIA psyop from the billionaires to make leftism look as unappealing as possible to the working class. Bro. Of course an all-white jury found a black boy guilty for defending himself. F*** you racist white pieces of shit.
What about the black people that thought it was bad? What about those guys? Are you gonna call them the nasty fucking slurs? I can't say them, obviously, neither should chat, but I'm just saying.
You racist white pieces of shit. That sounds extremely racist. Black people can't be racist, stupid hoe.
Everybody can be racist, stupid hoe.
It was not an all-white jury. There were Asian people, there were Hispanic people, and the black people, they did ask to do jury duty in this case, turned it down because they admitted they would be too biased. Like, they literally said they would just vote not guilty because
okay, I'll give them that. At least they were honest.
Carmelo is black. On one hand, I appreciate the honesty. On the other hand, what the f***?
Mind you, chat. Oh my god, thank god I paused. I don't know if I can handle this without taking a break. Like, mind you, chat, by the way. Carmelo's friends in that excuse me, in that tent, they testified against him. Like, black kids in that tent were there as witnesses, and they said he was the aggressor, not just white kids. Everyone who was there said that it was not self-defense. He literally just murdered that kid after having been asked to leave multiple times. That's it. We literally live in an upside-down world. The people who think you should be in jail, no matter your skin color, if you murder someone or you're being called racist, like, and the people who think you should be able to get away with literal murder if you're black are the non-racist ones. That's crazy, man. I just can't.
They
asked to
say,
leave
"Can
14
you be
times.
fair?"
That's crazy.
Don't say, "No, I'm not finna put a black man in jail." Don't say that. Don't say, "I hate white people and I don't care what he did." Don't do that. That's what people were doing in this case. Okay, and then everybody's like in an uproar because there's no black people on the jury, when damn near half of the black people who could have been on the jury canceled themselves out. You know? Don't do that. Y'all be regular.
Overruled.
Just be regular.
Oh God.
Just be regular. You hear that, chat? Be regular and go out of your way to lie as a juror about your prejudice so you can make sure a black person that murders a white person can walk through it. Just be regular. That's what normal people do. That's what regular people do. I am living in a fucking clown world. We are living in clown world.
That's right. Get in there and lie to the court so you can free a person because he murdered a white guy. Incredible stuff. Also, I like how they said, just be regular. Just be regular. Just get on the jury so you can free the murderer. Then return to acting irregular.
Isn't that like a fucking, you breaking the law if they found out you're lying?
This case is really affecting me, making me want to go to law school and fight for my people.
So that you can get murderers out of jail. You should go to law school because you want justice and you want the people that are doing bad things to go to jail. What?
I'm sorry, I'm confused. Your people being murderers? Is that what you're talking about? Murderers? Your people being murderers? Also, if by some miracle you happen to get into law school, you'll be disappointed to find out that intentionally stabbing someone and killing them is in fact murder, regardless of what your skin color is. And there were some people coming at me like, oh, I bet you'll defend Chud the Builder. And like, first of all, who the f is Chud the Builder? This is how I know I'm getting old. They keep making these random streamers in a vat overnight and then like releasing them. Did you hear about PP Boy 57? Like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't know who that is. If Chud the Builder killed someone, or in this case, attempted to kill someone, then he should face consequences for that. Yes. Okay, your turn. Should Carmelo Anthony face consequences? No?
No.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh,
Looks like only one of us is the hypocrite here. See, I'm not like you. I have a functioning brain and an IQ of probably maybe over 100. I can look at things on a case-by-case basis and not blindly support or attack something, like a mindless drone. Let's go see what they're saying over on Blue Sky, shall we? Fellow
Oh, God. Oh, God.
white people. Never mind. Never mind. I'm done. I'm done again.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah, don't.
Stay out of black people's mentions about Carmelo Anthony. We are the reason not one black juror was seated. We are the reason that an appeal filed on those grounds will surely fail. We are the reason Jim Crow is once again law of the land. Oh!
Chat, it's an open-air mental asylum. It should be considered self-harm to allow this person to have internet. It's clearly, like, it's actually not good for them mentally. They live in such delusion, right?
My God, what has this country come to when a man can't freely murder another man in cold blood and get away with it? Literally Jim Crow. Yeah, white people cannot be trusted after this trial.
I feel like they just say buzzwords and they don't actually know what Jim Crow is. Yeah. I think it's lack of education. It's like a buzzword and they don't know what it means.
With Carmelo Anthony. Honestly, that 35-year sentence coming down on the teenager Carmelo Anthony felt like a proxy for a lynching. Carmelo Anthony defended himself against two white supremacists. Now that black people stand up for themselves, white fragility is taking over. They simply can't handle it. He saved himself from being lynched and now he has to spend decades in prison. F***ing racist country. tree. Huh? He was being lynched? Yes. Do these
What? We're just making shit up?
people live in the Netflix adaptation version of reality or something? What is going on? Stabby, jail. No Stabby, no jail. The only reason Carmelo was convicted is because he was black. If this was a white boy, there would never be charges files. I decree that the people who was involved with this case will begin to reap the unjust decision upon their own head to 1,000 generation. All you bigoted racist people. An all-white jury. Of course Carmelo Anthony would be
That's literally not true, but okay.
Convicted. Not an all-white jury. Yes, an all-white jury. Stop trying to make excuses for racism.
They have a profile picture. This is... Can I say that? I'm not gonna say it, but you know, with guns. Yeah.
No, not an all-white jury. Who are they trying to convince? Other people?
I'm sorry, I wasn't going to.
Or themselves. Anyone defending Carmelo Anthony knows that they're not defending him in good faith. Carmelo is obviously guilty of a murder that he intentionally instigated. Defending murders like this only hurts the black community. We need to hold ourselves accountable and hold ourselves to a higher standard. Oh my god, a normal person on Blue Sky.
I actually had to pause there because my brain couldn't process it. I was like, wait, that was like actually like a good take. What?
What are you doing? Get out of there. Go, run. An all-white jury in Texas convicted Carmelo Anthony of murder. Proof that the US never ended the practice of lynching.
Do you know what lynching is, you fucking freak? Do you know what that is? He didn't get sentenced to death. He got sentenced for 35.
They let the courts do it instead. You don't have to support what Carmelo Anthony did to recognize the problem with sentencing a child to spend 35 years in prison based off of the deliberations of an all-white jury. Said it again, award!
Yeah.
Said it again, award! All-white jury! All-white jury! It's time to play...
By the way, child. 18 years old. I don't know, there comes a point. I don't think that's a child anymore.
Horseshoe theory! Contestant number 1. Here is
17 at the time, but now 18. Oh, I thought it was 18 going on 19. Whatever, man. I don't know, bro. Like fucking 17?
The tweet. Stop sending your kids to these race schools.
Oh, stop sending your kids to these black schools. Definitely a white supremacist.
Oh, I'm sorry. The tweet is stop sending your kids to these white schools.
Dang it.
And it came from the...
She does a really good impression of like what I think like these Twitter girls sound like.
Count Dapper Domo, who is black. You know what that means?
I lost that one.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Into the pit!
Wait! Her name is... Go back!
Schools. And it came from the account...
Wait,
Dapper
what does that
Domo,
say?
Who is black. You know what that means?
Sadie.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Into the pit! Stop bringing non-black people into black spaces. Teach your kids to defend themselves by any means possible. Keep your black kids in black space.
Bro. Okay, what? Wait, go back. Stop bringing non-black people into black spaces. That retarded. Like, what are black spaces? Schools? Track meets? Was the tent they were in a black space because a black person walked into it? Like, also, if you did this logic in reverse, you'd actually have Jim Crow laws. Like, I don't understand why they advocate for things they think are racist. Like, do you want to separate water fountains, restaurants, and school buses again? Do you even think about the shit you say? By the way, 2,700 likes. Holy shit, that's so racist.
People into black spaces. Teach your kids to defend themselves by any means possible. Keep your black kids in black spaces as much as possible. Keep your black children away from these devils.
If we had segregation still, none of this would have happened.
God have mercy, man. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know.
You wouldn't
if
have
I
had
can
no
do
interactions
this.
with any white boy because we would have been in an all-black school.
We are going.
No, stop! I'm gonna fucking cry. What?
Going to reverse engineer segregation, aren't we? But wokely. We don't want those
Wokely. Like, yeah, but it's woke, so it's fine, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so stupid.
evil white people drinking out of the same water fountain as us, am I right? Honestly,
Can't have no restaurants, right, fellas?
my honest,
They need their
real
own.
opinion about this, my
What the fuck?
hot take of the video, everybody. Here it comes. Lukewarm, microwaved, 4-day-old mac and cheese take. Here it comes. If they want to
yum.
go make their own, like, all-black schools, all-black towns, they should be allowed to. Go for it. Black people want to go create Wakanda? They should be able to. But white people should be allowed to create Agartha. If people want to willingly
The Hyperborea?
segregate themselves, they should be allowed to go ahead and do that. Deadass, who cares? Everyone else can live in a desegregated society. They can go have their ethnostates. But you know...
Dude, that would never work because it's either all okay or none of it is okay. Like, when they say they want black spaces, they don't mean every other race can also have their own spaces. No. What they mean is they're oppressed and thusly they deserve to have their own spaces. But you, the white folk, are not allowed to have that. Any space you create, they must be allowed into. You can't even begin to entertain these arguments because they don't come from like an honest, good faith starting point. They come from a racist starting point, so you just lose.
Oh, there's only one side that will not be able to do that. I always wondered though, let's say they do make a white ethnostate. What counts as white? Because 100 years ago, I would not have counted as white.
Yeah, that's true. I'm Slav. That doesn't even count as white anymore. Yeah.
I'm Ellis Island mystery meat. You know this. Is there like
Ellis Island mystery meat? Italy, Ireland, Scotland, Caucasus, Ionian. What's an Ionian? Wait, I thought Ionia was from League of Legends. She's from League of Legends?
Is there like
She's
a
Greek?
one drop
Oh, okay.
rule? Do they like whip out the eye chart at the gate and they're like,
Oh my fucking god. Holy shit, we're men destined to define eras and changes. No, we're not going back. No!
ah, yes, A10s. You may enter. Is Brittany Venti allowed in the white ethnostate? Honestly,
Oh, because she's half black.
she's like an honorary Aryan at this point. She white mogs me. Anyway, we are getting distracted.
Yeah.
Where were we? Ah, yes.
I remember
Hell.
that.
We were in hell. I'm black. I haven't stabbed anyone in the chest after being asked to leave a tent. I'm not in prison. I'm free. It's not hard to not commit a crime. Listen,
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I wonder what the comments were saying about that.
I appreciate the sentiment here, but how did we get to a point where this is like a breath of fresh air? Let's check the replies. Hopefully people
Toxic.
are agreeing. Shut your hoe ass up.
Fuck!
Emmett Till didn't commit a crime either. What happened to him? You're not
Who?
black.
I don't
You're
know
not
who that
black. You're a boy.
We're just whipping out the level 3 racism, guys. Holy moly!
Oh yeah, you ain't black. You may be black, but you ain't black. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes, because being black is supporting all black people everywhere regardless of what they have done.
Oh
All the
my
normal
God.
black people are just called like pick-me's. They're called pick-me's for having a brain and not going along with this race grievance bullshit. Every time like they speak out about this, they're just called the C word, you know what I mean?
Yes.
The term for this animal.
That's, yes.
Is that a slur? Like I know
Yes! It's a slur!
what that's like to a degree. Granted, it's over me making fun of like women on TikTok, but like I know what it's like watching people in your community act like fucking morons. I feel you, my brothers. Oh my god, editor, edit that out. Edit that.
No.
By the way, if you want an uncensored, uncucked version of this video and all the videos a day early, sign up to be a member on my Patreon. Link down below. All Patreon members get the uncensored, uncucked version. You can hear me say fucking shit and and Anyway, let's get back to the video.
So
Oh my
cute.
god.
This is a racist ass country. We're in a racist ass state.
Hold on. Pause. Can we just take a moment and all appreciate how fucking small the crowd is? Thank fucking God there isn't like 10 city blocks for this shit. Like, at the bare minimum, I think the smallest victory you can take away from this entire shitstorm is at least the majority of the mental illness was confined to Twitter. But this did happen in Texas. I don't know if we'd be able to say that if this happened in Cali, so I don't know. I mean, it's not a big crowd, no.
This is a racist-ass court. There ain't nothing else to talk about.
First of all, I forgot what I was going to say. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was staring at her titties the whole time.
Yo!
Those are giant titties.
They
just
are.
left the courthouse, and any
I focus chat.
white person can get it for real. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. Dig Austin Metcalf up and stab his ass again. Apparently, a bunch of people on TikTok are doing the Austin Bop, where they dance to a song made about Austin Metcalf's murder while reenacting the stabbing.
Austin Bop, knife had blood on the tip when he dropped. How the fuck you gonna stop me? Going out back Marlo out the box.
They were also making AI photos of themselves pissing on Austin's.
Oh, AI is fine now. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, AI is good like this, right, guys?
Grave. You know, I was always told not
That's
to
classy.
judge people
Yeah, it's
by
very
the color
nice.
of their skin, but by the content of their character. And boy, am I judging these people by the content of their character. What the f***? These people are freaks. Martin Luther.
There's like a million reasons that this way, but you can't ignore that there's also like a social media component when they're trying to fish for likes and impressions, so they just copy each other, right? Like, I've said it 1,000 times. If social media vanished overnight, half of this wouldn't happen. Do it for like clout or for rage bait or for followers. You know what I mean? Like look at the 3 examples. All the graves look the same. Right here. Yeah. One person do it and then they just carbon copy it. Like, they don't even try to be original because they want to get as many likes as possible as the first post got. Yeah, so they try and copy it as closely as they can and then replicate its success. Like, there's no forethought to it. They just do it blindly.
Austin's grave. You know, I was always told not to judge people by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. And boy, am I judging these people by the content of their character. What the f***? These people are freaks. Martin Luther King Jr. would be rolling in his grave looking at all this. Carmelo Anthony, a black teenager, has been sentenced to 35 years in prison after being convicted by a jury with no black jurors. Oh, God, here we go again. No black jurors. Who is this moron? Who is this idiot? Oh! Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter.
We are actually in hell. I didn't even know that. We're so screwed, chat.
Wonderful, awesome. I'm done. It's been a good 12 years, but I'm done. Channel's done. Video's over. This officially broke me. I'm done. Go watch
This is why I didn't fucking talk about it. I was good.
Critical. Go watch Asmongold. I'm done.
Asmongold isn't even live right now.
Man, free Carmelo. Straight up. I don't give a fuck about no white lives. F that cracker. We smoking on that Austin Pat. I don't care anymore because it ain't no good in this shit. It ain't nothing good that's in this shit. But they trying to lay the law down. All that shit. Y'all gotta give it up. Y'all gotta give it up.
Like, I don't care anymore because it ain't no good.
I didn't understand anything you said.
In that shit, it ain't nothing good that's in this shit, but they try to lay the law down up that shit. Y'all gotta give it up. Y'all gotta give it up.
What can I say? It's Shakespeare. That is Shakespeare right there.
Beautifully said. Thank you, sir.
There isn't a black American on earth that is surprised by what just happened to Carmelo Anthony. Not one black face in that jury box, not one peer, not one person who has ever navigated this country in melanated skin. And if you think that doesn't matter, then you haven't been paying attention to the last 400 years of American history because you don't want to. This is not new. This is the system working exactly as it was designed.
First of all, the Black Panther LARP is cringe. It's gotta go. This is isn't the 1960s. You aren't protesting segregation. You're making a fucking TikTok video, okay? Second of all, this is the system working exactly how it was designed. Yeah, I'd hope.
Yeah,
when you
stabbing someone is bad, I know, crazy.
Someone, you go to jail. Like, am I missing something? It was actually a
400 years? Yeah, isn't America 250 this year? What are we talking about?
Refreshing change that the system was working for once. I'm tired of waking up to headlines like, man who raped corpse on subway gets 5 years.
What? What? How did you even get a corpse?
In jail. Like, I'm not kidding. That was like a real headline I saw the other day.
I'ma say it so nobody else can say it. Austin. Glad your ass dead. Austin, fuck his family, and I hope they get this message to have a up day in here, Austin. I hope you over there burning up, bitch.
I'm so proud of y'all for kidnapping.
He should burn in hell for getting stabbed to death. Okay. Or is it for something else?
A white boy. See, they not used to this happening to them, y'all. My only problem is it should happen more. Can we please pick a day where we just f***ing white people up? Matter of fact, I wish I knew what a little white boy grave was so I can go spit on that bitch.
How the
Number one, this is why they didn't disclose his grave's location. And number two, I use this line a lot. You may have heard me say it before. But it is crazy to me how much people contribute to and elevate a problem that they hate. Like, I don't know how many people saw this TikTok or reel or whatever the fuck it is, but you created at least a few more racists, like, easily. There are more racist people in the world now after you posted this online than there were before. Like, it's absolutely psychotic, insane behavior over what unironically was a light sentence. In like 35 years, he'll be over 50, and then that assumes he even serves a full sentence too, by the way. A murderer will be out of jail with potentially even half of his life left to live. Like, he got off easy, sorry.
Are any of these videos still up? There were so many of these videos. Are these people like CIA psyops? I'm doing it.
God, maybe. I don't fucking know anymore, bro.
It again.
Yeah. Bro.
This got so bad that people were actually...
These are actual people.
Going out and assaulting white people to get revenge. Obviously, I can't show these videos, but there were multiple incidences of this. These people...
Why? What does this prove, brother?
Live in a delusional alternate reality, and they're becoming radicalized to take revenge for shit that isn't even f***ing happening. But like every other f***ing week, I have to read another stupid New York Times article about how like 20-year-old white boys are being radicalized into the alt-right because they watch Jordan Peterson or something. Like,
they go on
and like
4chan.
People have been so brainwashed to believe that they're racist because they post like edgy memes. No, you're not f***ing racist with your 4chan memes.
Oh, but in Britain they do arrest you for 4chan memes. Yeah, don't worry about that. Everybody knows that the most racist, edgy, disgustingly foul like group chats are always made up of groups of dudes who are usually all different races. Like, this has been proven time and time again, and I would bet at least half of my viewers are in a group chat like that. Yeah, put your hands up. Yeah, put your hands up. That's right.
These people are racist. You're like a level 1, maybe level 2 racist. These are like level 9 racists. You have no idea what racism is. I've seen your friend groups. Racist friend groups do not care what race you are as long as you are also racist. These people are significantly more racist than you will ever be.
Do you want to know why? Because all the dudes being racist in the group chat, for them to be like, for them to be unironically racist, they'd have to start hating their friends who are black or Mexican or whatever other race. Like, their friends who are also posting the racist memes in the group chat, nobody actually cares. No one takes it seriously. People laugh at racist jokes and memes because they're funny, not because they're actually racist.
Hell, even the KKK, level 10 racists, wore hoods to conceal their identity. These people are out here posting this shit. Full government name and face.
That's true.
I got 5 boys. I don't know what. I ain't got nothing to tell them no more.
I deadass gotta look at my sweet innocent son one day and explain to him that people hate us simply because we were born black.
You just lie to your child. Motherfucker stabbed and killed someone, but you have to, like, make it about how he's black.
What am I supposed to tell my son? I don't fucking know. Not to kill people?
Not to
like,
stab
okay,
him?
sorry. I don't know what it's like to be black, okay? I don't know. Maybe it's a completely different experience that I will never understand. But in this case, nobody is hating Carmelo because he is black. They are hating Carmelo because he killed someone. I basically said this on Twitter and some liberal account was like, remember when Shu was a leftist?
What? Wait, so you have to, what?
Ah yes, the famous leftist policy, being pro-murder. I remember back when Shoe on Head was pro-murder.
Yeah.
Silly me, how could I fall so far? Leftism isn't about wealth inequality or workers' rights, no, it's about letting black people stab white people, clearly. To be completely honest, I have seen what being a good leftist is to you people, and with all due respect, you fucking
I've seen what makes you clap. I've seen it.
No, thank you.
We also know now
I'll pass.
that yes, Carmelo Anthony may have had a tool in his backpack that no, he shouldn't have brought it.
A tool. I love the framing that it's a tool. The 3.5 inch knife is a tool.
A track meet,
That's
but
good.
it was there. It had a 3.5 inch blade, but also in
That's
that
it.
backpack, he had snacks. He had school puzzles, and he had a
So
cross.
he was gonna eat after he stabbed.
Your Honor, yes, the defendant may have had a knife, but he also had Cool Ranch Doritos. I rest my case.
What a great
real
defense.
lawyer, by the way. That woman is a real lawyer. There were thousands and thousands of videos and tweets just like this. You probably get the point. These weren't just like cherry picked. They were everywhere. But it wasn't just Twitter nobodies and blue sky nobodies. There was also sitting Congress people saying this insane shit.
Black women live in fear and agony every single day. A fear and agony that I promise you, the Metcalfs probably never spent a day living that way.
Except after their beloved son got stabbed and his brother had to watch him bleed out. No, they can't relate at all. You right, Queen. You so right.
Yes, someone's teenage son was murdered, but please keep in mind the real victims here. Black women.
I don't know what he had. It was like it seemed like it was a multi-tool, almost like a
Yeah, so you can get someone in the chest, you can cut some paper. Yeah, multi-tool, you're right.
Swiss Army.
Like with the like with the little scissors and everything and whatever. So it was small.
Your Honor, the knife my client used to kill the man was small. What? By the way, I've not seen a single Democrat politician come out and disavow this idiot, so until then, I'm just going to assume they all agree. What's funny is they can't come out and disavow it, because they'll all be attacked and called racist, and they know it. This was a viral Substack written by a university.
And again, this is called audience capture. It's like the biggest enemy of normalcy we've ever known. Like, I'm not gonna get into it because this isn't a political channel. I don't want to be one, okay? But I have seen people defend murder, rape, assault, domestic violence, pedos, literally everything horrible you can imagine will get defended because of audience capture. Or groupthink, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. If you're too afraid to disagree with your own people, even if they're wrong, like out of fear that they will cancel you or leave, like, I don't know, that's how you end up in a very dysfunctional society. Yeah.
Professor, are you ready for this? Dear Jeff Metcalf, your son is dead because you failed to teach him that black boys have boundaries. Yesterday evening, Jeff Metcalf, the father of Austin Metcalf, used his victim impact statement to address Carmelo Anthony directly after he was sentenced to 35 years after the court treated his act of survival as murder. The elder Metcalf reportedly described Austin as a boy, twin, son, leader, true warrior. He remembered him as a baby grabbing his finger. He talked about teaching him to fish, watching him take his first buck, and seeing him grow up too fast. He spoke of a scholarship created in Austin's memory, and said his family has been robbed. And right there, his own words, Jeff Metcalf told on himself. In your own memorial language, you told us about the kind of white boyhood Austin was raised inside. It was a boyhood steeped in conquest language, hunting rituals, warrior fantasies, masculine toughness, and the romance of force. You told us about a child praised for not just being kind, curious, gentle, or careful, but for becoming a leader and a warrior in a racist culture where those words too often mean dominance. This psycho...
It's racist and... What? It's racist and dominant to teach your child to hunt and fish? What the fuck are you talking about? You belligerent... What? How mentally ill do you have to be when normal hobbies for guys is like conquest and warrior fantasies? What a are. Like, I'm so sick of these soy-laden pussies that can't even open a tightly sealed jar themselves, lecturing everyone else about toxic masculinity. Like, shut the fuck up. I fucking fish. What does that got to do with anything? You know how we talk about icks chat, like, and we joke and say, like, oh, women icks, ha ha ha, they're stupid, right? Like, this is my ick, when you act and say things like this. Like, complete impussification.
Saw a grieving father describe his son as a leader and a warrior and freak the fuck out because his son is white and therefore that's like white supremacy or some shit. In their world, white people are like only allowed to hate themselves, right? That's why libs are often the way that they are, just like—
I would like it noted that not all black people think like this. Of course they don't. It's just there's horrible people out there that do.
Absolute cucks just like rolling over and showing their bellies. Haha, white people can't dance. Haha, white people, like, they don't season their food. Because being anything other than that gets you treated like this. Reminder that this is a professor in a college teaching students right now, and you wonder why people are the way that they are. I swear we had it made in the 90s. I swear that was like peak normalcy. Do you feel that way? Maybe I'm just like a stupid millennial, like nostalgia because I was a child back then and didn't know. I don't know. I kind of feel like race relations were better back then because it was all like, oh, we don't see color, and then they flipped it and they were like, actually, if you don't see color, you're racist. You have to acknowledge your white privilege and you're a colonizer.
Disgusting,
like, what the
racist.
I feel like my worldview's just been shattered. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean we can't just all be in a circle and sing Kumbaya? What is this? Like, I was always taught from my parents, from my teachers, like, we shouldn't judge people on their skin color, blah 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 blah. And like, were these people just not taught that? Were they not taught that? I feel like they were just taught from a young age, like, white people bad, like, it was just hammered into their fucking heads. And like, honestly, like, white people get told that in like university. Like, they go to college and they get told white people bad, white people bad.
You know what's funny? I actually have an anecdotal thing. I went to university in New Zealand, and one of my first lectures, which was so jarring, a lecturer came in, and it was about the study of Maoris, which are like the natives, and they started saying some fucking racist shit. I'm not gonna repeat it, but like, I was really jarred that like that happened to me. I sat there and I was like, what the fuck? I can't even repeat it. No snoozes left. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't know. It's just so fucking weird, man. It's so much worse over there in New Zealand now. Yeah, I don't know. It was like a while ago, but like, I don't know. I thought it was always really strange. I was like, why can't we just hold hands? Like, I get we're learning history, but like, this is just bizarre.
Really upsetting that a family had to bury their child, and it's all being overshadowed by insane people trying to make it about race. In a normal world, it wouldn't be about race, but we don't live in a normal world. I would like to believe a majority of people don't believe in some, like, Civil War, race war thing and still believe in the Kumbaya bullshit. Like, I just want to be like, okay, this is just a minority of crazy people on the internet. At least that's what
I am of the white pill, where I think that the majority of people in my chat, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, like, y'all know how to get along and condemn such a horrible fucking behavior.
I tell myself.
I'd like to believe that. bro.
So that was that video. Hopefully you got some enjoyment out of my brain breaking. If you like this video, please subscribe. And if you can, donate to my Patreon, link down below. We have started doing Patreon only live streams. The last one was a lot of fun, so I would love to see
did a
you
birthday
there at the
stream.
next one. And I will see you guys soon with a new video.
So cute! Yeah. Bam, bam. Well, that was blood pressure increase inducing. Yeah.
Yes, I may have murdered someone, but you're racist, and that's worse.
That's worse. Yes! Alright, go check her out, man. It's a great video. My cortisol is up, yeah. My cortisol is hella up. But that's okay. We do what we must for chat, right, chat? I mean, overall, we laughed, we goofed around. We learned there's a lot of racist people on the internet.